Hi everybody, it's Mr. Liu. This is page 97. Practice 3, more equivalent fractions, complete. So if you look at our example, another way to find equivalent fractions is that you can multiply the top and the bottom by the same number and you will get an equivalent fraction. So for example, 1 times 2 equals 2, 2 times 2 equals 4, so 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent. And if you look at the pictures, all they did was they split that right in half, and you can see that 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent. And one quick way of doing that, again, is to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same exact number. So let's look at number 1. So they give us the multiplication that they want you to do. So 2 times 3, well, we know 2 times 3 equals 6. And 3 times 3 equals 9, so we know that 2/3 and 6/9 are equivalent. So 2/3 is equivalent to 6/9. Alright, number 2, find the missing numerators and denominators. So this is just a simple multiplication. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 4, well, 3, 6, 9, 12 is 12. Let's do number 3. We're multiplying by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 6 times 2, well, that's 12. So 1/6 is equal to 2/12. So let's do page 98. Still, find the missing numerator and denominator. We're multiplying by 2's. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2, well, that's 10. Number 5, 3 times 3, 9. And 4 times 3, well, that's 12. Alright, so 6, let's find the missing numerator or denominator. So, let's think about this. So 6 goes to 12. So let's figure out what number you need to multiply to get to 12. So 6 times 2 will give me 12. So if I multiply the bottom by 2, I'm going to multiply the top times 2 as well. So that means 1 times 2, well, that's going to be 2. Alright, let's do number 7. So how do I get from 1 to 2? What do I need to multiply? Well, 1 times 2 gives me 2. So again, if I multiply the top by 2, I'm going to multiply the bottom times 2. And 7 times 2, that's 14. So again, over here, one way to find an equivalent fraction is to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, which what I'm doing right now. So let's multiply again. 5 to 10. Well, 5 times 2 gives me 10. So again, I'm going to multiply the top times 2. And 4 times 2 is 8. Here we go. 3 to 6. Well, 3 times 2 gives me 6. So again, I'm going to multiply the bottom times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Alright. So I'm going to let you finish the rest of these on your own. Remember, you're multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number, and you'll get the and then you'll find the equivalent fraction by that. So the only one I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do number 15, because probably number 15 is very, very hard. So let's do number 15, but I think you do the rest yourself. So here we go, number 15. So 3 to 6, well, I need to do 3 times 2. 3 times 2 gives me 6, so I have to multiply the bottom times 2 as well. So I'm not doing 12 times 2, I'm doing something times 2 equals 12. So if I think about that, well, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2, well, that's 12, so I got it. So over here, it's 6 times 2 gives me 12. So here, I have to figure out how to get from 6 to now 24. So 6, let's get that black again. So 6, now I want to go all the way to 24. 6 times, well, that would be times 4. 6 times 4 gives me 24. So now I need to also multiply the top also by 4. So 3 times 4, let's think that through. 3, 6, 9, 12. So 3 times 4 is 12. So 3 6 is equivalent to 6 over 12 is equivalent to 12 over 24. Alright, and that's page 98.